The following trailer is rated H for honest. As sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, another year on this earth can only mean one thing. They made another Call of Duty. Only this time there's less of it. Yay? Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Watch as the Black Ops series redefines itself in front of our eyes as they return to the futuristic soldiering you know and feel indifferent about, but without all that movement stuff that you apparently hated.
Can you wall run?
Then cut out all the other clutter like single-player modes or a plot, unless you count tutorials with the world's least likable character, AI Frank Woods, to concentrate solely on the multiplayer modes, so you can focus on what's really important. Yelling at minors for being better than you at video games. Discover the specialist of Black Ops and spice up the standard Call of Duty Pick 10 loadout experience by choosing from 10 different characters that each have unique powers like augmenting their health, throwing down recon and spawn points, summoning dogs and sentries, throwing down barriers and shields, being Earthshaker with a grappling hook, and generally just blowing up enemies into meaty chunks. Because sometimes the most effective weapon is, a weapon. Once you've chosen your champion and picked out your powers, get ready to frantically try to make use of them while people spawn behind you and shoot you in the back. As you dive into the core Call of Duty gameplay you expect, featuring sliding constantly, running straight at people and firing until someone dies, never quite getting the kill streak you want, and shooting up with life juice at the slightest hint of damage. In a brand new health system that ditches red screen jelly for constant intravenous injections that will keep you stable enough to die immediately to the next guy that comes around the corner. See, now I can chase the dragon while I chase that KD ratio. Thanks, Activision. Shamble into the mode that put Black Ops on the map, zombies, as you take your crew of merry men and women into an undead slaughter fest in a gladiatorial arena or a zombie-infested Titanic that will have you doing what you do best, casual slaughter, utilizing a ton of new systems like perk loadouts, a loot box system, and ridiculously powerful artifact weapons, while you play the game hidden inside the game of zombies, killing the last enemy in a wave so you can hump all the secret objects in the level, until you're inevitably swarmed and bleed out while your teammates call you a noob, in the most hellish scavenger hunt you've ever paid $60 for. It's just not the same without the Hoff. Discover Activision's strategy for designing new content, straight up ripping off other games, as Black Ops 4 introduces control mode to their hero shooter, which feels a lot like Overwatch, heist mode, which is straight up Counter-Strike, and the standout mode of Blops 4 Blackout, the Battle Royale mode that could not be more obviously inspired by PUBG if it tried, featuring the same bullshit that fans of the genre will already be familiar with a couple of fresh ideas like temporary perks, and so many healing items that one-on-one fights turn into bandaging competitions. In a game where despite all the mechanics, the best way to win is still to hide in a bathroom somewhere and hope to God that no one comes in. Or you can always just join quads and hope you get carried. I mean, an achievement is an achievement, right? So cock that hammer and get ready to blow your magazine in another Black Ops experience that, despite leaving out the single player, is still pretty satisfying nonetheless. Because if you need 6 hours of melodramatic foreplay before your brain is hooked up to the deathmatch Skinner box, you probably already hate this series. Starring Gwyneth Paltrow, Huff on Stains, Zarya, Dr. Mario, Pyro, John Wick, Dylan, Ricondo, Donkey Kong, God Hand, and Groundskeeper Willie. Cloud Strife 420's Over Ops 4. You know, Frank Woods reciting poetry shouldn't work, but it kinda does. Now all I need is Master Chief doing haikus. Comment below on what you want me to read in my epic voice. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. He said the thing that I asked him to say. Heaven or hell, duel one, let's rock. Leave all hope behind, ye who enter here.